Aloha and welcome to a very special edition of the Maui News Sports Report. We're here with one of the greatest athletes in Maui history, Kurt Suzuki, who is coming just a year removed from an all-star appearance for the Minnesota Twins, and coming off a really fun season where you guys were in it till really the end in a playoff chase. And Kurt, you're signed through 2016. You have a chance to roll that over with a good year. Just tell me, right now, 32 years old, how much fun are you having playing baseball?
Oh, it's a blast. You know, anytime you can win, it kind of cures everything. It puts the fun back in baseball. You know, that's what you strive for. You know, you work hard for in the offseason and spring training is to get to the playoffs and get a chance to play for the World Series. So it was fun, man. It was a good time, and, you know, I enjoyed it.
And Kurt, just tell me how relaxing, how much peace of mind is there to know that, you know, this year is all set. If you have a pretty good year, that you get to do it again in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's a good feeling, you know, for your family, you know, the comfort of being in one place. But, you know, at the same time, you just try to take it year by year, day by day. You know, every day brings a different challenge, but you know, it's gonna be a fun season. You know, you just try to have fun with it and not think about the future, not think about, you know, what do you have to do this. You just try to take it day by day and enjoy yourself.
And you're 32 years old. We talked about this a couple years ago, and then you went out and became an all-star. How do you feel back there as a catcher? And are there any plans to maybe DH you a little bit more this year? But how do you feel right now physically?
Oh, I feel great. You know, I've always felt great. I work hard in the offseason. I try to keep my body healthy and, you know, fuel my body with good stuff. But I try to keep myself in good shape year round. You know, I not try to lose myself too much. But, you know, whenever I come home, I always gotta enjoy that local food. But, you know, my body feels good. You know, I feel great. And, shoot, if it feels great, you might as well just keep going, right?
Right on. And Kurt, tell me about what it's like, the passion in Minnesota for the Twins, man. I know that you guys just have a really, really rabid fan base.
Yeah, the fans, they're incredible. They're behind you no matter what, through the tough times, through the good times. You know, 4 straight losing seasons or 5 straight losing seasons, they're still coming out 30, 40,000 deep, you know, every night, especially in the summer. So, you know, it says a lot. You know, it's something to play in front of fans that care so much about your team.
And I was touched by the reaction to Blair Walsh. Misses a field goal that could have won a playoff game for the Minnesota Vikings just last weekend. And just the support, man. I mean, it's incredible. A lot of fan bases would be calling for that guy's head. These fans are all supportive, it seems like. That just says a lot about the place.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing is, you know, my wife always says it is, you know, these people in Minnesota are so nice. You walk down the street and, you know, people just saying hi and all this kind of stuff. And they're always so nice. So it's a pretty cool feeling, you know, to be around. It's kind of like Hawaii where, you know, everybody's so welcoming, everybody's so aloha. It's great.
And what's it like playing for a Hall of Famer, your manager, Paul Molitor?
It's fun. Obviously, the knowledge, the background, the accolades speak for itself, but he's a great man. He's a great human being. He's a great father. He's a great coach. He's a great teacher. He's a great person to be around. And, you know, me and him became close over the last year and then the year before this past year as well. We became really close. So, you know, he's the guy I talk to, I turn to a lot to talk about certain things, situations, and he's always willing to talk and give great input.
Is coaching and or managing in Kurt Suzuki's future? Are you picking his brain a little bit?
It's just more about the game, just to learn about the game. You know, you never stop learning, but who knows what the future brings. Right now I'm focused on still continuing my career, but
still a player.
You never know what happens. I don't know if what it brings. You know, I don't know if I can be away from my family for that long or whatnot, but you know, we'll see.
How much does this event warm your heart, kind of fuel the fire for the major league grind of 162 games plus spring training? How much reinvigoration, re-energizing do you get done right here?
It's great to see all these kids come out here with the support that we have, the support from Coach Viela, Auntie Miley, and All-Pono. You know, it kind of gives you that extra motivation. You kind of see how they kind of look up to you, and you know, it gives you that extra spark to go out and perform. And you know, it's a great feeling. You know, seeing these kids run around happy, see my friends that I grew up with, some guys that I don't see since high school.
Right.
It's cool.
And is it the same old thing? I mean, is it like old times when you see your old buds from Baldwin High School and catch up? Is it like immediate that you guys are right back to where you were?
Oh yeah, you pick up right where you left off. And that's the great thing about Hawaii and especially Maui. Everybody knows everybody, and when you don't see each other for a year or 5 years or 10 years, you come back, you see somebody, it's like you never forgot, and it's a cool thing.
And Kurt, you bring over kids from Molokai, from Lanai. A lot of that goes without being said, but I want to say it right here. How much does that warm your heart to kind of share this opportunity with kids who just wouldn't get it in other ways?
That's for me the most important thing. Those kids from Molokai and Lanai, obviously they're on a different island, but they're still part of the Maui County, and we still got a lot of the coaches and the players that I play with. They still got friends back there, and to be able to have them come over and participate in a clinic like this, and be able to get raffles and just to enjoy something like this that maybe they wouldn't be able to get over in Molokai. To have them come out here, it's very touching because they're so grateful. They're such great kids. They're grateful. They're always thanking you. They're always appreciative, and they're raised the right way.
Right on. That's Kurt Suzuki, Maui's own MLB All-Star, Minnesota Twins catcher. They're going to make a run this year, and he's going to be a big part of it. Kurt, thanks so much. All right,
appreciate it. Thank you.
And we're here with former Maui High standout shortstop Royce Fukuroku, who went on to star at the University of San Francisco. Royce, you played against Kurt, man. What does it say about him that he's back here today, giving so much back to the community, paying for kids from Molokai and Lanai to come over, Maui County kids right here where you guys played?
I think it's awesome that Kurt comes back every year, does this clinic to give back some of his knowledge that he's gained over the years, and it's just awesome to see him back here and giving back to our community that we grew up so much.
He's 32 years old. He's a catcher, and he's still going strong, just 1 year removed from an all-star appearance. Last year, he was a major part of their run. They came up just short of the playoffs. Could you tell back in high school when you played against him that he was this good?
Kurt was always one of the best players growing up, so didn't surprise me. Him being a catcher probably helped him out. He's just always been, one of the strongest players that I've ever played against.
And when he asks guys like you, there's a ton of you guys here today, former teammates, former high school foes. How much is there any doubt that he's going to get all you guys to come back and help?
Yeah, I grew up with Kurt since I was maybe 5, so anything he asks, I'll be more than happy to help him out with, and it's just awesome he's giving back.
And how much fun do you guys have when you guys get back together, man?
He's a classy guy. I'll go with that.
Right on. And that's Royce Fukuroku. Royce, thanks so much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we're here with Baldwin assistant coach, former St. Anthony head coach, Shane Dudawa. Shane, you've coached against Kurt. You've seen him grow up and play throughout the years. This guy's a 32-year-old catcher. He can still play, can't he?
Sure can, and what he does for our community is extravagant and then some.
The guy pays for a ton of kids from Lanai and Molokai to come over. That goes unnoticed just a bit. We report it. But he really has a huge heart, doesn't he?
He does, and he doesn't want to be recognized. He's one of those guys that wants to be humble, doesn't want everybody to know what he does. And through the All-Pono and through the Kurt Suzuki Family Foundation, they do a good job in putting this together.
And how much fun do you guys have when you guys get together? Just like old times, isn't it?
We have a great time amongst friends, amongst coaches, amongst Kurt. Kurt's just a great guy, fun to be around, fun to talk story with.
When you look in the eyes of these youngsters, man, how much do they get out of this?
They get a lot of, we wish we had these opportunities when we were young kids. It's good to see them come out and have a great time.
You grew up on Molokai.
Yep, born and raised.
What would it have been like to have an opportunity like this when you were growing up playing baseball on the friendly isle? What could you have ever imagined that this would happen for these kind of kids?
Nobody ever could imagine that.
Right.
Coming out of Baldwin, Victorino coming out of St. Anthony. It's just such a small community, and a really great baseball players coming out of here.
How good are the Baldwin Bears going to be this year?
Okay.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's Shane Dudawa. We appreciate his time. Shane, get out there, teach these kids a lesson or two. Appreciate your time,
Thanks,
my man.
Robster.
Thank you.